It's time for our phone-in segment. Now, today we're going to be asking local government autonomy, reality or mirage? On July 11th, 2024, the Supreme Court gave a landmark judgment affirming the financial autonomy of the 774 local government areas in the country, noting that governors should no longer control funds meant for the councils. The 7-member Supreme Court panel, led by Justice Garba Lawal, ruled that it was illegal and unconstitutional for governors to manage and hold local government funds. The Apex Court also directed the Accountant General of the Federation to pay local government allocations directly to the account, as it declared the non-remittance of funds by the 36 states unconstitutional. Also on August 20th, the federal government instituted a 10-member interministerial committee to implement the Supreme Court's ruling on local government autonomy. Now, this is what we're going to be looking at today, and we'll be asking local government autonomy, is it a reality or a mirage? We want to get your thought on it. But we know that when it comes to local government autonomy in Nigeria, severally we've found local government autonomy in Nigeria, it has been a topic of intense debate in the country. And for years, with lots of legal battles back and forth. Now, under this new framework that has been enacted, local governments in Nigeria will receive their federal allocations directly by bypassing state government. And this change is designed to prevent state government from diverting or mismanaging funds meant for the local councils. So do you think the local government chairmen have the ability to manage these funds properly, pay salaries that were due, boost development and growth in the local governments, create structure in local governments that would be better than what the state governments would do? Normally, they'll blame that the government owns the allocation and state governors are not giving this money to them. Now that the money is being put directly to them, will we see a difference in the attitude of local government chairmen and see a change in see more development at the grassroots levels? Well, the phone lines are open. The questions are showing on your screen. So do well to call us and let's hear your thoughts. Local government autonomy, is it a reality or is it a mirage, or is it an opportunity for more monies to be mismanaged or siphoned by local government chairmen at this point in time? Will we see local government chairmen because they are receiving the money directly? So probably is it time to see that political will does exist among them and we'll see a difference? We have our first caller this morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Mr. Paul. I'm calling from Makadi.
Mr. Paul, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for calling us all the way from Makadi. So what's your take on our topic of discussion this morning?
Yes, this is a topic too. You have been bringing good topics, but this morning also is a very nice one.
Thank you.
That we educate our people how to go about local government issue. Honestly, it's a good move in the right direction. Local government autonomy, that they should be having their fund directly. It's very good and it's nice. And I believe they're able to pay local government worker salaries and all these local government, rural projects. Go to at least road and coverage, like certain of road and so more, and all those things. They will be able to do it. I love it. But what is there? There is still another thing that need autonomy in the local government apart from the fund. Yes, these state elections, all these local government elections that states are holding. If you check all these ones that they are just done about 2 months, 1 month ago now, you can see it's only the ruling party of that particular state that will clear the whole seat, local government, as in the chairman seat and the councillor seat.
Yeah.
So if these people are still in control of the elections of those states, I don't think these people can function well, because there will be agreement between the governor and those chairmen who are contesting before they will allow them to win, so that when they win and if the money comes, they will be returning to the same governor. Because you can see the war between the governors and these people that were fighting for the autonomy of local government, that it was not an easy talk, it was a strong talk of war. Because they didn't want it. Because they have interest in that fund that is supposed to be given to local government. That is why the local government has become a shadow of its own before now. But we thank God for this autonomy, but I think with time, God will make it so that INEC should be conducting those elections too. So that it can be free from this government's hand, because many of this government doesn't love us. Because any government that doesn't love the local government, it doesn't love the masses, because all the masses, even our president has is from the local government. So if the local government chairman is not functioning well, there is any developmental project that can happen in those local governments. So if the record development is a good thing. So we pray let the local election to be owed by INEC.
All right.
So that the local government can be free from these governors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, thank you for your thoughts there. Mr. Paul came from the standpoint of that it's a good development because most state governors are, tight-fisted towards the local government chairman, and this in turn affects growth and development and infrastructural development in the local government. But he also made a very salient point, owing to the fact that since it's autonomy and they've done the local government elections, most states have local government chairman across the local government still in the same party and are loyal to the state governors. So we still see any difference in the attitude of the local government, or would we see the usual godfather submitting to the governors from this local government chairman? It was there fully an autonomy or little influence from the state governors in the elections that happened in across the local governments in Nigeria, where local government chairmen were elected. Would they still have free hands, being that they are from the same party and most likely the anointed leaders of the governors? Well, let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Please, if you can hear me, can you turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone? I think we might have to let you go, and please, if you're calling us, do well to turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone. When you do that, we'll have a quick flow of communication, so we could also give space for other people to call in. So as you're calling in, I know you might want to hear yourself, but kindly turn on the volume of your TV set, talk to us through your phone, and if you want to hear yourself, you could gladly go back to our live stream on YouTube and watch the entire program again and hear yourself speak and share your amazing idea with us. But the phone lines are still open. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Local government autonomy in Nigeria, is it a reality or a mirage? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, let's take this call before I continue with my train of thoughts. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Mr. Kameme from Borno State, Archie of the local government.
All right, it's good to have you on the show. Go ahead.
My idea is I really appreciate the first spokesman, but the problem is we still having a problem of these local government. Local government, as we have been seeing, as one of the tiers of the government. And if the election is into the state governance, so this local government will not get full autonomy as in presented. If you have naked autonomy. So the local government is supposed to have the INEC election so that independent candidate can stay and contest, so that it will move the local government forward, because people of the local governments are suffering. Here in Borno State, the least you can get salary for the local government and is around 6,000, 7,000. In fact, somebody is level 8 and 9 is collecting something thousand.
Wow.
To his take home. It is very unfortunate. So we are appealing for the government to please come to the aid of this local government so that they will improve the living of the people from the local government, to allow ANEC to conduct the election of the local government.
Yes, thank you so much for that. Allow INEC. Well, that was part of the, as yesterday they had a detailed analysis of the implementation. Now, remember when I was giving my introduction, I said a 20-man panel was being instituted to, create a plan and analysis on the implementation. And part of the implementation that was put on, that's going to be signed by the president, is direct allocation of funds. Local government will now receive their federal allocations directly. And it is expected that this change will enhance transparency and accountability in the management of local government funds. Reduction of state interference, enhance accountability. With financial autonomy, local government are expected to be more accountable to their constituents. And then also role of INEC. There are calls for the Independent National Electoral Commission to take over the conduct of local government elections from state electoral commissions, and this change is seen as necessary to ensure free, fair and credible election at that level. So it's part of the agreement and it's being looked into. But let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Tasi Mohammed from Agro State.
All right, thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts. What's your take on the local government autonomy? Is it reality or a mirage? Is this something that can happen in Nigeria?
Well, to me, local government autonomy will only become a reality if state INEC are dissolved or scrapped and taken over by federal INEC. So that federal INEC will conduct local government elections. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. He said it will only be a reality if INEC are the ones that are handling and conducting the local government elections, which is fact. If the state governors and the state electoral commission are still in charge of that, then local government autonomy is just on paper. This money will go to the local government chairman, and we know how Nigeria can be. But when it comes to accountability and transparency, I believe this is an opportunity where grassroots governance will be enhanced, because instead of crying for state or federal government to do things, the local government chairman have been allocated these funds to use it diligently to enhance and develop their local governments. So would we see an improved development in local governments in terms of infrastructure, roads, water, electricity? Would this make a difference in terms of improving the infrastructure in local governments? Will we see local government workers not complain of not being paid properly or not being paid enough? These are what Nigerians are looking forward to, being that transparency and accountability is a problem for most leaders, but we have some who are fair enough to be able to handle money and use them for the right reasons. Citizens of the local governments ready to hold their chairman accountable if these resources are not being used? Would we see a change in local government, more development? Well, the phone lines are open. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Local government autonomy. Your local government chairman now has his allocation directly from the federal accounts from FAC. So is there going to be any difference? What are you expecting to see? The phone lines are open. Let's hear your thoughts. We'd love to hear what it is you have to say. Now, when it comes to local government autonomy, a lot of disadvantages. I would love to call them disadvantages. It comes to it now. We have contract fraud and embezzlement. Ghost workers. Issues of ghost worker, non-existent employees on the payroll has plagued many local governments, and the local government chairman are there and probably decide to look the other way. Poor work ethics. I've lived with a local government employee, and I know how poor their work ethics are. They are not going to work, starting and coming back home, clear lateness, absenteeism. There are so many things that comes to play. But with the local government now being given the autonomy to manage funds, discipline where necessary, and employ, would we see a difference? Let's take the call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Nasir Usman Raweda from Gov't, Zamfara State.
Thank you so much, Usman, for calling us all the way from Zamfara State. Go ahead, share your thoughts with us.
Well, the issue of local government autonomy, is it mirage or reality? I don't think it's at the moment. It will still favor the governors because the way governors are selecting chairmen and all their parties are winning the election by all means. As you can see across Nigeria, any governor must make sure that every chairman and local and councillors in his state are under his control and under his party's ruling. And the only thing is that the national INEC should conduct that election. If not, we will be thrown into it. It's just a matter of name, but not with implementation. But the greatest part of it is that there should be retaliation. Now, all the chairmen in Nigeria, they are in a haste to be in the power to make sure that they serve their governors, they share the money among them, but they are forgetting that EFCC will be busy handling them. We will be the one to be making whistleblower to EFCC, because I know that as of now, a chairman can be able to receive maybe 1 billion naira a month or 900 million naira per month. So most of them, out of 774 local government chairmen, I know
most of them must feel that, all right, this is my time to shine, this is my time to enjoy. So therefore, EFCC will be capturing them because they don't have any immunity to avoid them from facing a trial. So if they think they are cheating on us, then which will retaliate, will be whistling blows against them. So any chairman in Nigeria, my advice for him or for her is that he should handle our words with care, or else there will be a D-Day. And after all, if we know that force a chairman to be into power, we shall meet in the 2027 general election whereby there is a pivot and pivot doesn't make a mistake. So, and the amount of votes that are many, so they are the ones to win the election. In that period, it is going to be a retaliation. Thank you very much. I remain Nasir and
Thank you so much for calling. You know, I like your thoughts this morning. It just brightened me up. I like the fact that you are promising them that they are going to be held accountable. And that is the kind of spirit we need in Nigeria. If every Nigerian has that spirit of, look, you are a local government chairman and we know that you'll be given money, so we want to see development. So if you don't, be rest assured we will blow the whistle on you. You don't have the right to eat the money and decide that, oh, okay, it's time for you to achieve and you have blown. So it's time for you to, you know, settle yourself for life and get that Bill Gates kind of life investment for yourself. We will hold you accountable. And I was going to ask that question, you know, what measures do you think should be put in place to ensure that local government chairmen are being held accountable and are transparent? Now, we've seen different people complain of local government chairmen, even when they were not having federal allocations, not making use of the little ones they had properly, and, you know, bringing resources into their state. Now that they have this allocation, what is the guarantee that they will be willing to work and have the political will to bring development? So it's up to the citizens to be whistleblowers, hold them accountable, let them know that the people are watching. Thank you so much for that, you know, thought. It really is quite uplifting, so that we are watching. Like he said to the local government chairman, we are watching, and be rest assured we will blow whistle if you mismanage the funds. I like that. Well, let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Haji Maina. I'm calling from
All right, thank you so much for calling us. I didn't get your name because the volume of your TV is high. Right, I didn't get your name, yes, because your TV is still really high and I'm hearing myself back. So can you turn down the volume of your TV? Talk to us through your phone, please. All right, we've lost that caller. Please do well to call us back. We'd love to really hear what it is you have to say. But turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone. We can hear you clearly. So at this point, based on what our last caller said, let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Maina. I'm calling from Yoga State.
Maina, thank you so much for calling back and turning down the volume of your TV set. It's good to have you with us this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, it should only become reality when the federal INEC take over from the state to conduct their election. So that's why the local government autonomy become reality.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but as a citizen, now that it's become a reality, how do you think this local government chairman could be held accountable? You know, do you think that this autonomy will see development at the grassroots level, and how do you think they can be held accountable?
Yes, it has become a reality, and the local government chairman will be accountable. It was done before, during the past administrative. They have their own autonomy and they are receiving all their allocation, and everything was moving smoothly. But now that is joint account from local government to state, everything is under the state government. So there's not any development in the rural area.
All right. So you're saying that this is going to see development at the grassroots level?
Yeah, it will bring a lot of development at the grassroots level.
All right, thank you very much for your thoughts this morning, Maina. It's good to have you this morning. Join us. Thank you so much. The phone lines are still open and would love to hear your thoughts. Local government autonomy, reality or mirage in Nigeria, where we see some political leaders look for opportunities to swindle funds and use them for their personal benefits. But now that local government chairman and the local government will be receiving their own allocation, Will we see development at grassroots levels? Would there be a difference in how activities in local government are being handled? Let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, I am Bukar Hassan, calling from Daybreak.
Booker, thank you for joining us all the way from Maiduguri. Go ahead with your thoughts.
My thought is that, as the previous caller said, we are watching, and if they mismanage, we are going to blow the West. So let them bear in mind. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I like that submission. Local government, are you ready for this? Because to whom much is given, much is expected. They say on easy lies ahead that wears the crown. So Nigerians are ready. I think. Thank you so much, Bidder, for that. Like he said, we are watching, and as soon as we see or see a whiff of mismanagement, whistle will be blown. Yes. Thank you so much for your submission.
Thank you.
The local government chairman are people ready, because this time it is a relationship with the grassroots level, and development at the grassroots level is very important because it finds a way to work its way up quite easily. If the local government, and it reduces dependency on the federal government and even the state government to an extent, if you have this money, you develop your local government, it starts gradually. Let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone? Okay, we lost that caller. Do well to call us back. We would love to hear your thoughts. And while at it, please turn down the volume of your TV set. Talk to us through your phone. And if you want to listen to yourself, you could go back to our YouTube. You can go back to our YouTube live stream and, follow it up there. Let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead. Tell us your name.
I am Balarabe Musa from Kazara.
All right, Balarabe Musa, it's good to have you. So share your thoughts with us. Go ahead.
The issue of reality of local government autonomy is just a myth. Because looking at what Mr. President is making is one confusing thing. State courts have already made their reality. But then the president is working with the government. They have to expect that to happen. Anything they want to do, the government will not allow them to do so. Now the governments are not happy with this autonomy. And because the president wants it to be a reality, but following them on what they are doing, then why should you do that? So the issue of reality, I think they are thinking as just a flu. But if they are serious, they have to make a good law that will stand for local government to take their responsibility. If not, we have problems in Nigeria. Looking at what is happening now, look at some states. Every election they do for their local government, it is the party that rules that state will be the winner of that election. Now they are taking themselves to where they want, because every government is taking his time to look at what he wants to do. But now, how do you look at we in the local government, whereby our
do we still have the caller on the line? We lost the caller. Please, Balarabe, do well to call us back. We'd love to hear the concluding part of your thoughts this morning. But it still boils down to holding the local government chairman accountable. Let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
good morning.
Yeah, I can hear you. My name is Mirage. I'm from Kano.
Azare, thank you so much for calling us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
First, it's welcome the government to have the autonomy, local government autonomy. And second, is now for the local government council chairman to stand up for the challenges, because it's a challenge to them now. People, all eyes is on them. What are they going to put on the tables or on the ground for the local people at their communities? It's not about, though one way or the other, the autonomy is worth celebrating. But when you look at it, still the autonomy is not completely autonomous. the local government, because indirectly the state governors are still having the control of this local government chairman. And to have a complete local government autonomy is when we have an independent electoral commission led by the federal government, not by the state governors. Because all these state governors, as people have already been saying, all the states that they conducted local government election, none of these states out of these 36 states, none that you can find at least 2 or 3 local government chairmen from the opposition party in that particular state. But if at all the election is conducted by the federal government, I'm happy that now a bill is at the National Assembly for the independent local government commission. Once that becomes reality, at least then we can fully the autonomy of local government council. But now, notwithstanding, the local government chairman, they should stand the challenge, because it's a challenge to them to do the right thing for their people, to develop their community. They are all eyes is on them, the EFCC, the ICPC, because at the end, if care is not taken, they may be diverting the local government funds through a inflated contract to some governors or their godfathers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for raising that point. You know, he said in as much as it's a good development, but there are loopholes that needs to be fixed, because it makes no difference if most of the local government chairmen in a state are all under the same political party as the governor, meaning they are loyalists to the governor. So what difference? Are they really autonomous, being that they are answering to the governor and they are still, you know, loyal to the state governor? Let's take our last call for this morning. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. I can hear you. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Kami. Hello?
I can hear you. Carry, all right. Go ahead.
From Plateau.
From Plateau. All right, go ahead with your thoughts. I can hear you. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay, I'm here.
Do we still have the caller on the line? We lost the caller, and well, it's so, I apologize for that, for your network and probably ours too, but it's unfortunately it's our last call for this morning, and we'll try tomorrow. The phone lines will be open for a very interesting topic, and I'm sure you'll be able to get through tomorrow with better network over there. But, you know, having said that, the concept of, you know, while the concept of local government autonomy does hold promise, especially when it comes to the improvement of grassroots governance in Nigeria, there are hurdles to be faced, like corruption, poor work ethics, potential mismanagement of funds. These are major concerns that need to be addressed. And a template needs to be put in place where people will be given the opportunity to hold these people accountable a lot more. And, you know, the local government needs to be checked as regularly as possible. A lot needs to be done. The success of local government autonomy will depend on the commitment of all stakeholders. And by stakeholders, it also involves us as Nigerians to uphold the principle of good governance and rule of law. Speak up, you know, if something is not going right, call them out and we'll see how they'll toe in the right direction. And to the local government chairman, this is an opportunity for you to showcase that you have the political will and you understand what good governance is to help your people. You are from that local government. They are your people, to help your people and shine. The beauty of your local government should be your pride. Shine and show off, like, oh yeah, I have this money, so I helped to put this road, I put the school in order, I brought in investment. You know, let it be your opportunity to shine and show that you can make your community the star that you want it to be. I believe that should be a thing of pride. All right, having said that, we've come to the end of the phone-in segment.